Morning to all of you students. In our last lecture we had studied about the crystalline form of carbon. Okay, means the structure of carbon or the form of carbon which is having a definite structure. Okay, today we are going to study amorphous form of carbon. Amorphous form means in which the carbon do not have a definite shape. Okay, the atoms are held together loosely. Carbon exists in amorphous form as coal, coke, charcoal, lamp black and gas carbon. Okay, so these are the amorphous form of carbon. Once again students, amorphous form means the form which do not have any kind of definite shape. Okay, now the first form, which is coal. Coal is a black or brownish black solid. When trees, plants and vegetable matter undergoes process like carbonization under high pressure and temperature, in the absence of air, coal is formed. Okay, so the coal is formed by the help of trees, plants and vegetables. Okay, in the absence of air. The process of formation of coals takes millions of years. Coal is divided into 4 types depending on the percentage of carbon content. There are different types of coal, and the different type of coal depend upon how much carbon percentage is present in that substance. Okay, they are formed in various stage during formation of coal. The formation of coal takes place in various stage. These are peat. It is formed in the initial stage of coal formation. In the initial stage of coal formation, the formation which takes place is known as peat. The buried plant materials are converted to a light brown materials. Okay, the plant material which are buried are converted to light brown material. This is formed when oxygen content is very low, and this process takes place when the oxygen content is very low. Peat has 50% to 60% of carbon. Okay, it contains how much percentage? 50 to 60% of carbon. Its quality is poorer than other form of coal, means the other form of coal are having good quality than that of peat. Okay, now the next, lignite. It is formed in the second stage. When it is formed, in first stage the peat is formed, in the second stage lignite is formed when sediments get deposited on peat. When on peat the sediments get deposited, means the matter which is going to be deposited on peat, this form lignite. It is compressed forming lignite. Okay, lignite is brown in color with 60% to 65% carbon. Okay, now how much carbon is present in lignite? 60 to 65%. Compared to peat, it is harder in nature, and in comparison to peat, it is harder in nature. Okay, now bituminous coal. What is the meaning of bituminous coal? Compression of lignite leads to the formation of bituminous coal, which is black in color. When the lignite is compressed, okay, the formation of bituminous coal takes place. It has 70% to 90% of carbon content in it. This form of coal is commonly used, and it is also called household coal. So students, the coal we generally see, the black color coal in our house or any shop, that is bituminous coal. And how much it contains carbon? It contains 70% to 90% of carbon. Now the fourth one is anthracite coal. What is the meaning of anthracite coal? It is obtained in the last stage of the formation of coal due to the complete compression, means it is formed after bituminous coal. Okay, it contains 92% to 98% of carbon. Okay, because it is the purest form of coal containing this percentage of carbon, 92 to 98% of carbon. Now students, use of coal. What is the use of coal? Means where we use coal. Okay, it is used in fuel in household as well as in industries. You had also seen students, coal are used as fuel for like burning purpose or for operating any kind of big machines. Okay, It is used to prepare coal tar. It is also used to prepare coal tar. You had seen, student, coal tar in formation of when you see the manufacturing of road. Okay, coal gas, coke, synthetic petrol, and many other compounds. So these two are the major use of coal. Here you can see, students, how with the help of this diagram, with the help of coal, you can see the production of electricity takes place. Okay, now here you can see with the help of coal, the food is the picture in which it is showing that the food is cooking. Okay, means here you can see maize is burning under the coal. Okay, above the coal. And this students picture shows that here you can see the plant and trees. Okay, the peat one. Now lignite, subbituminous, and bituminous, then anthracite. Okay, now the another form of coal is charcoal. What is, students, charcoal? Charcoal is formed by heating organic substance like wood, vegetable matter, bones, etc. Means they were obtained, the coal were obtained by the sedimentation process, and charcoal are obtained by the heating process. Okay, this process of heating any substance strongly in the absence of air or in the limited supply of air is called destructive distillation, and this type of heating is known as, students, destructive distillation. Okay, when wood is subjected to destructive distillation, means when you imply this on wood, depending on the source used, wood charcoal, sugar charcoal, or bone charcoal is obtained as a main product. There are different types of charcoal which is obtained: wood charcoal, sugar charcoal, bone charcoal. Means the charcoal which is obtained for wood is known as wood charcoal, sugar from sugar known as sugar charcoal, etc. It is obtained as the main product. Okay, along with gases like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, methane, and hydrogen. And by this process, not only charcoal is formed, also few gases are formed like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, methane, and hydrogen. Other gases are released as side product. Now the use of charcoal. What is the use of charcoal? Charcoal is used as an absorbent to absorb gases and colors. Okay, so charcoal basically absorb many gases and color in it. Wood charcoal is used as fuel. Okay, it is used in water filters and water treatment plant to purify water. Means charcoal show a very important role in the purification of water. Here you can see destructive distillation of wood. So means this diagram will show how can you make a charcoal. Wood shaving turns into charcoal when you heating the wood. Heat is given, burner, and wood gas is liberating. Wood tar is collecting here and with this pipe. Okay, and inside this is water. Adsorption of charcoal. The property by which a substance is able to absorb a thin layer of another substance only on its surface is called adsorption. Adsorption is the phenomena, students, in which a substance will absorb another substance but on its surface only. Okay, charcoal is highly porous. It has large surface area in it due to the availability of pores on the surface. Charcoal can absorb on surface gaseous colors, etc. So because the charcoal is very porous in nature, it is having a property of adsorption. Okay, here students you can see the activity number 2, how to show absorption of ink by charcoal form a solution. Here you can see adsorption of ink by charcoal. There is water plus 5 drops of blue colored ink. Okay, and when you put the charcoal in this liquid, the charcoal will absorb that color and the liquid become light in color. Okay, means now when you dissolve charcoal in a dark color solution, the dark color of that solution will be absorbed by the charcoal, and at the result you will find the light color solution. Okay students, so this experiment show the absorption property of charcoal. The another amorphous form of carbon is lamp black. What is lamp black students? When hydrocarbon like wax, paraffin, oil, petrol, etc. are burned in less amount of oxygen, they burn with smoky flame. When this smoke is allowed to be deposited on a cool surface, carbon particles settle down as a black powder called soot or lamp black. Usually students, in normal language you all had listened the kajal. Okay, so kajal is basically formed by this process only. Okay, when you burn anything and the smoky flame which comes out get collected on a cooler surface, and the thing which we use to apply on our skin, the kajal, is known as lamp black. Use of lamp black is used as black pigment coloring material in ink, shoes polish, paint, etc. It is also used in tires also. Okay, here you can see making of kajal students. It is also given in your book. It is an example of lamp black. Now gas carbon. When coal or any petroleum product is subjected to destructive distillation in a closed container, carbon particles get deposited on walls of container. These are called gas carbon. When we burn any coal, petroleum products in a container, the container wall gets black, and that is the gas carbon. Okay, use of gas carbon. What is the use of gas carbon? These are used in making electrodes because they are a good conductor of electricity. Okay, so the gas carbon is only used for the electrodes, for making electrodes, because they are the good conductor of electricity. Now coke. What is coke student? This is not the drinking one drinking one substance which is coke, which you drink usually. Here the coke is different because it is a carbon compound. Coke is prepared by the destructive distillation of coal. It is also formed by the destructive distillation of coal. It contains 95 to 98% of carbon. How much carbon it contains? It contains 95 to 98% of carbon. Use of coke. What is the use of coke? It is used as a fuel in household as well as in industries. Coke is used in the extraction of metal as reducing agent. It is used in manufacture water gas and producer gas. Okay students, so these were the amorphous form of carbon. Okay, so now we are going to study physical property of carbon dioxide, means carbon dioxide properties. Okay, so firstly we will study the physical property. So students, firstly you have to know what is the difference between physical property and chemical property. Physical property basically show how the compound is having the color, the shape. When you look any substance and you identify, that is physical property. But when you react with that substance and you see the result, that is the chemical property of the substance. Okay, for example, the physical property of carbon dioxide is, it is a colorless, odorless means smellless, and tasteless gas. It is 1.5 times heavier than air. Okay, it extinguish a glowing splint when introduced in a gas jar containing carbon dioxide. Okay, so when you see a jar in which the carbon dioxide is present, you are going to see a glowing splint. Okay, it is soluble in water, thus forming carbonic acid, and carbon dioxide is soluble in water and it is formed carbonic acid. See, water plus carbon dioxide, H2 means water, CO2 means carbon dioxide, form H2CO3, which is carbonic acid. So these were the physical property of carbon dioxide. Now the chemical properties. What are the chemical properties of carbon dioxide? It turns blue litmus solution red, means when you dip litmus paper into a solution which contain carbon dioxide, it turns red. Thus it is acidic in nature. It is neither combustible or not supporter for the combustion. It cannot perform the process of combustion. Okay. It turns lime water milky due to the formation of insoluble calcium carbonate. When you see the reaction between calcium carbonate, which means the lime water, okay, plus carbon dioxide, forms milky solution as a precipitate and water. Okay. Use of carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is used in the preparation of aerated drinks, means the cold drinks. Solid carbon dioxide used in the treatment of open skin infection like local sores. Okay. It is used in the manufacture of sodium carbonate or solvary process. It is also used in the formation of sodium carbonate. Liquid carbon dioxide is used in sugar industry and in the destruction of insect. Liquid carbon dioxide is used in sugar industry for the process of sugar formation and also in destruction of insects, like in mosquito spray, in fly spray you can see the liquid carbon dioxide. It is used by green plant for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is very important for plants because by the help of carbon dioxide the plant perform the process of photosynthesis. Mixture of oxygen and 10 to 15% of carbon dioxide is called carbogen, okay, which is used in give artificial respiration. For the process of artificial respiration, oxygen and carbon dioxide both are important. Okay, the mixture of oxygen and carbon is known as carbogen. Okay, and this is responsible for the process of artificial respiration. Carbon dioxide is also used as extinguish fire. Okay, the fire is extinguish, in which you see the cylinder were there, and if any place or any area is getting affected by fire, you use fire extinguish. Okay. Now chemical properties of carbon. What is the chemical properties of carbon? Affinity towards oxygen, means when you react carbon with oxygen, what you will get? Carbon when heated in air in limited supply form carbon monoxide. When the surrounding contain limited oxygen, it form carbon monoxide. When carbon react with oxygen, it form carbon dioxide in excess supply of air. But if the air is containing more oxygen, then it will form carbon dioxide. In both the reaction, a large amount of heat is given out. Means in both the reaction you see large amount of heat is liberating. Reaction with hydrogen, and what you will find when you react carbon with hydrogen? When carbon is treated with hydrogen at high temperature, it form hydrocarbon like methane and ethane. Here you can see, students, depending upon the amount of hydrogen, here you can see, here the hydrogen is less, here the hydrogen is large, means more. Here it is forming methane, here it is forming ethane. Okay. Carbon act as a good reducing agent. It also act as a reducing agent. What is the meaning of reducing agent, students? When in any element the replacement of oxygen takes place, then the element starts reducing, or the element is now oxidized. So what the carbon do? It is a very good reducing agent. Here you can see ZnO, means zinc oxide plus carbon forms zinc plus carbon monoxide, means the zinc become alone. Why? Because carbon gets combined with oxygen and oxidize the zinc. Okay, sorry, reduce the zinc. Okay, like in copper dioxide also, it forms copper and carbon monoxide by reacting with copper oxide. Okay, carbon monoxide. Lead oxide plus carbon forms lead and carbon monoxide. Okay, here also it is reducing the lead oxide. The carbon is reducing the lead oxide. Okay, student. If you're not getting any reaction or any topic, please contact me, please message me. Now the remaining part we will next discuss in next lecture.